Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Okamiden. In the last episode, King Fury revived Daidarabotchi, giant, mechanical giant. Yes, I said giant twice. That's now going to be, it's awake. It's going to go ahead and destroy Nippon. And, Chibi and Kurow, they have to stop it. That's precisely what we're going to do. Only someone from the Moon Tribe can control it. Once again, rather convenient that we have someone from the Moon Tribe with us. And of course, Kurow, being the smart person he is, he's like, well, I'm just gonna go fly to the top because the controls are apparently on the thing's head. Which is kind of a bit of an odd place to put the controls, you know, not inside it anywhere, on top of its head. I don't know, a little weird. But Kurow taking his time getting up there, I mean, I guess those wings don't really go that fast, but really, Kurow, did you really expect this to work? King Fury's like, lol, nope. And yeah, boom, lightning blast to the face. And that has to hurt. We don't even have the drum anymore. He just took that lightning attack head on. For some reason, though, he's managed to survive a fall from that height without very minor bruises. Like, I don't know, the level of damage in this game is really consistent. Like, you know, King Fury before can knock Chibi out in one hit, and then he hits Kurow, and he's just like, oh, I'm okay. Like, sometimes, like, weak attacks seem to do so much damage, and really strong attacks seem to do, like, nothing at all to the character, which is just, I don't know, a little inconsistent, but whatever. So naturally, of course, we have to take the long way up, and this is a rather interesting section of the game, because this whole section is timed. We have to stop this thing before it reaches the, you know, before it escapes, because I guess we're like an elevator, heading out of, the underground ruins back to the surface. So you only have 5 minutes to get to the top, or else it's game over, so you automatically lose. I don't actually have a scene of this, game over. I don't know if I've even seen this game over. I think it's just something really trivial. Maybe I'll go back and just, you know, look at the game over at some point and see if it's worthy to show in a future video, or something in the extras maybe, I don't even know. Yeah, so we need to make our way across to the other leg, the vine, and I went the wrong way. So far things haven't been too hard, but of course King Fury, he's a smart boss. He's not gonna just sit there and let us go stop his plans. He's gonna start attacking you on the way up. What you want to do here is he's gonna launch a lightning bolt, so it hits you if you keep on the current path you're going. So if you keep running in the same direction you currently are, it will hit you. So the moment he fires the lightning bolt, run the other direction, and you should be able to dodge it no problem. That's really the only thing he does, just shoot occasional lightning bolts. Why he doesn't just come up to us and just like beat our face in, I don't even know. But that's video game logic for you, I guess. Of course, we reach a new part of the leg, but King Fury is not done yet. He's gonna show up here, and we can barely even see our characters down here. A bit of an odd camera angle, I suppose. But he's gonna keep just shooting the lightning all the time. I believe there's a treasure over here. There's a few minor treasures, nothing major. You're not gonna find like any masteries on this thing or anything like that. They're just gonna be usable items, but they are actually pretty good items at the same time. So it's probably worth your time to get them. Especially, I think, is this the section with the really good stuff? Yes, it is. And this is also the really annoying hard section, because now that we're inside, luckily King Fury can't attack us from the inside for some strange reason. I don't know why he can't enter his own mechanical giant thing, but apparently he can't. So we need to do these trampolines, though. These are like the trampolines that you saw in the Thundercloud, where you have to time your jump right when you land on them to... No! I missed the treasure chest. As you see, to fall down and get some of the treasure chest. I missed the treasure chest. I fell all the way down at the bottom. That's horrible. Freaking no. Okay, can we... No! Okay, good. I thought for a second there, I fell off again. But luckily here we get a Holy Bone L. That's a... You'll find all of the L items in this one, which are the large ones to recover your full HP. Spirit Ink L will recover your full ink. And a Divine... whatever the heck it's called, L will recover both fully. So very good items. Very good healing and ink replenishing items to get here. If you want to take the time, you do have 5 minutes. You just be careful and so you don't like screw up. And you should have plenty of time. I mean, it's just this trampoline section can take a long time if you fall to the bottom. Oh my god, this is going horribly. Okay then, well, third time's the charm. Let's see if we can not fall to the bottom this time. I'm actually I'm actually getting a little nervous here. We're only down to 2 minutes left, and yeah, this could actually end up getting a little too close for comfort here. I don't know, guys. Hopefully I don't fall again. If I fall again, then I might have to really panic. There is one more item to get over here, though. This one's the Divine one. So this one's actually the one worth getting at the most. So I'm gonna try to pick it up, and camera angle just did not want to help me out there. It's easier if you just bounce to the left, really. I think that's what you're supposed to do. Divine Sake. So that will restore everything. So pretty much a cure-all sort of item. I think it's the strongest healing item in the game, so that's definitely worth getting. And then we're gonna make it over here. So that wasn't too bad. We're under 2 minutes, but I think we're pretty close to the end now. So as long as you don't fall like 3 or 4 times, you're fine. This guy returns though. This douchebag still shooting lightning at us. Just dodge it the same way you did before. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. I think he sort of deceased after a while. That was a horribly thrown shot. Yeah, I don't think he's fire anymore, so just a very brief amount of time. And then, at this point, we're pretty much in the clear. We just need to make our way up this vine thing. And then from there, we can get to the controls and stop this monster and save the world! Excellent. Saving the world like it's nothing. Okay, I was like, what the heck's next flower? That's right over there. Is there one more flower we need to get, or is this the last one? I think there's one more. Yep, one more. Alright, so luckily the time doesn't tick down while you're doing the vine, so if you need a little pause, you can always press R, get your ink activated. Granted, you only have 30 seconds to pause because, you know... Or I guess you can exit the menu as well. I think the menu pauses the time as well, so... It's not like one of those times that just continues to count down no matter what you're doing, which is kind of nice. But here we go, we've reached the controls. Kurow's going to be a pro and stop it. Because we do not want giants rampaging all over our lands, man. Do not want any of that crap going on. People have had enough crap. You made them all sick. You did horrible things to them. You summoned a bunch of demons. King Fury, you're a douchebag. Leave Cyan City alone. And then Kurow gets hit by lightning again. But of course, he's perfectly fine again. And yeah, of course, King Fury is not gonna let us stop him without a fight. I mean, we slowed it down at least. But what kind of game would this be without a boss fight of King Fury? Chibi once again not learning his lesson, charging straight at the enemy. And getting hit once again. Like, how many times is he gonna do this with King Fury before he learns his lesson that he can't do that? But here, I actually like this whole cutscene. We get a little interesting moment where King Fury questions why Chibi helps the humans, and explains why exactly he hates the humans. It's sort of the typical cliche, I hate humans, they're all a despicable race, they must be eliminated sort of thing. Apparently, in his life, he was treated really horribly. Their only virtue is that they die so easily. That has to be a quote from somewhere. That sounds so familiar. I'm thinking like The Matrix maybe or something like that. I don't even remember. It's a similar sort of quote. But then we get this sort of moment where Kurow's like, I have no friends. And this whole I have no friends thing. This is really going to be the crux of Kurow's story. Is his journey to find friendship. And you know, even despite friends, you know, Kurow refuses to give in and be lonely. And he's like, you know, people are okay. Sure, I don't have friends. I understand how you feel, but they're good. You just got to give them a chance. Are you sure you only don't like humans because, you know, you're freaking trying to date one? I don't even know. But this moment right here, where King Fury is like, no! You understand nothing. This epic music starts. Epic boss music. Yes, King Fury does get his own theme. And then we have one of the more interesting fights in the entire game. This might actually be my favorite boss. Because it's actually really interesting, because what Kurow needs to do, you need to keep Kurow at the controls at all times, so you can't use him to fight. The moment he leaves the controls, the giant's actually going to start attacking you, as well. I think we'll see later on. It's pretty much there's pretty much a moment where you kind of have to have Kurow off the controls for a little bit, so they'll probably see, or at least get a glimpse of what could happen during that time. But King Fury is going to attack both you and Kurow, which is important because the one mistake you can make in this boss fight, the biggest mistake you can make, is to not pay attention to Kurow's health. He will take one full thing of damage each time, so if he gets hit 3 times, he'll die, and if he dies, it's game over. So what you need to do is, you can't hold Kurow on you where he has infinite health. So you need to pick Kurow. If you see Kurow get hit, you need to go over to him, pick him up, put him back down, and that will recover his health back to full. I don't know why picking up a child and putting him on a dog recovers their health to full HP. That's apparently the way it works. I mean, this isn't so bad now, but later on, if you lose track of Kurow's health, he will die before you even realize it, and then you'll be screwed over. So whatever you see, you take a hit, play it safe, go over to him, pick him up, put him back down by the controls, just to get him back to full health. Anyway, eventually, he'll go up there, you draw a path for Kurow to go over there, he'll fly up there, and suck some of the demonic energy out of him, which will give you pretty much free leisure to just smack this guy in the face so many times. Like most bosses, there's going to be 3 phases of this before he's going to be down, so that's phase 1. Phase 2, he learns a new move. Wait, that's Kagura's move! You can't use exorcism cards against us! That's cheating! You know what? Screw you! Power slash to the face! Or, well, send the cards back to your face. Then we're gonna put the thing back. As you can see, this is what happens when Kurow's away from the controls for too long. His hand will be, will kind of come up and try to swat you. So, and that's gonna be almost impossible to avoid. So, if you want to be able to avoid those attacks, well, you can't. Just keep Kurow the controls, and then you'll be able to deal with them. Anyways, you can see the way you deal with King Fury's attacks. If he's charging up his thing, just keep smacking him, and eventually he'll have to back off. If he does the Exorcism cards, Power Slash is your best weapon. If he tries to slash, I don't even know if there's really a way to stop that. That's really the one way Kurow's really going to take damage is if that happens. Keep an eye on your ink, by the way. It can run pretty low pretty fast. That move, I'm not sure if there's any way to stop that other than just keeping him away from Kurow to do that. And then, of course, if he tries to summon lightning, as usual, the weakness to lightning is a nice Gale Storm. So if he does that, actually probably the easiest way to hit him is to Gale Storm. Make sure you Gale Storm him away from the edge, because if he falls off the edge, you can't actually you can't actually do damage to him. Now this time when you try to bring Kurow up there, he's going to start moving in a direction. My strategy is just bring him up vertically, and then when you see him pick a direction, have Kurow move in that direction as well. Like, change your guidance to intercept him. It's really not that hard to hit him. Just make sure you do that. And then, we'll get him down to about 2/3 health. And this is where things get really, really hard. Because suddenly, there's two of them. One of them is fake, one of them is real. The way you check is, I'm going to keep the bottom screen on for a little bit. You can see, when you smack him, you can see that one took damage. The other one does not take damage. So you should only focus on the real one, unless the fake one's just as potent in terms of doing attacks, though. So if you see the fake one, for example, doing that lightning up there, make sure you just use a Gale Storm or something to knock it out and get it out and just stop it from attacking Kurow. Just keep the fake one away from Kurow, otherwise attack the real one as much as you can, just so you can basically keep doing damage. Because obviously you need to wear this one down in the end. So yeah, Kurow took damage there, pick him up, put him back down, and then move on. I think the one in the air is the real one. Yeah, I believe so. So this should be a nice chance to attack him. Like I said, Gale Storm him towards the center. Oh wow, that one actually tried to do its thunder attack while in the middle of my wind. Well, that's rather convenient. Stupid fake King Fury, you're silly. So just keep nailing him. Okay, this guy is trying to attack him. See, now that you can see him attacking him, you want to stop the clone from just doing damage. And then of course this guy's trying to do lightning. So Gale Storm, he's right up in our face here. And yeah, that's the real one, so just get a few hits in on him. And that's basically the way the King Fury fight goes. It gets really chaotic when there's two of them. But as long as you can focus on the real one and stop the fake one, man, you just knock Kurow all the way away from here. Instead of wasting I wouldn't waste your ink doing guidance, just pick him up and put him back down. There's no reason to waste guidance in this fight. Because your ink, as you can see, is already getting rather low. You don't want to run out of ink, because that would be really bad. If you run out of ink, then you could be in a world of hurt. Not a good idea, but luckily we finally brought him down to this. So one last thing we need to do, bring Kurow up there, weaken him, and take him out of Chibi. So once you reach this point, you're pretty much good to go. Unless you're stupid and just let him get off this really awesome, crazy attack, which will do a lot of damage to you, and then recover. I believe it also recovers his health, so you do not want to do that one for sure. Bring him over here, slash him, and very soon he shall be going down. And that's it for the fight, guys. We've beaten King Fury. Crazy, crazy fight. I love the whole having to keep Kurow the controls and protect him. The whole clone part where you have to basically... It's just such a chaotic fight for an Okami game. I love it. And really, probably... I've gotten game overs on my practice run for this one, on my first time playing. Because if you just lose track of Kurow in the slightest, you're just screwed. And there's my phone, once again, ruining all of my recordings. But we've recovered Kagura, which is freaking awesome, and now we just need to stop the giant and all will be K. But luckily Kurow is an expert at the use of computers, so he will stop the computer and, or he'll stop the computer, yes, no, he'll use the computer, stop the giant, and boom! With a very triumphant keystroke there. That was the most epic keystroke of all time, the keystroke heard around the world. He has stopped Daidara, although, wow, we got really close to the top there. I mean, the King Fury fight isn't timed, so don't worry about that. Only the Ascent is timed. If the King Fury fight was timed, that would be a little crazy. It would be really fun, it'd be chaotic as all heck, but it would be a bit crazy. But, we stopped Daidarabotchi right as we apparently bust through the ceiling. We should be crushed and dead right now. We just busted through the ceiling with our own bodies. How does that work? I don't know. But we're apparently outside now. And Yes, we've managed it. I don't even understand the scene. Like, Kurow just looks over there, and then Chibi's like, victory pose! I'm like, okay, sure, let's go with that. Just random victory. Kurow's just like, looks over here, victory pose. Sure. That's how you want to do it, game. That's how we can do it. Anyway, what's our score? Should be, I mean, you have really big leeway for this one. So yeah, 60,000 yen. That's going to be a lot of help in getting those really expensive scrolls that we need to get later on. In fact, we should be able to get all the major power-ups we need. Not all of them, because I'm going to save Cherry Bomb for last. But we should be able to get, from selling treasures and the funds we have now, we should be able to reach 100,000 yen, which will be enough to get everything we need for now. Anyways, we have escaped. Jen is safe, Kagura is safe, King Fury is defeated, our mission has been accomplished, we defeated evil, and, well, we saved the world, really. I mean, what else is left? King Fury's dead. We killed the big bad guy, right? Well, as you guys can see, it's not part final. There will be more stuff to come, but we do get, for once in this game, a nice moment of respite. The next few episodes we'll be doing some side quests. During this moment of peace we have where evil's not threatening the world, we can go ahead and take care of a few loose ends, which will be what's going to be going on. And Kurow, you're a douche. Oh, you want to know? Well, you're going to have to go on a date for me to know that. Oh, trying to be a tempting douche. Hey, wait, what's going on here? No, we killed you. We killed you. You get here. Poor Kagura, man, she has been through a lot. She's just slumped over on Chibi. Oh, well, I guess not on Chibi anymore. He's just gonna give Kagura to the lady who has no name. Scholar lady without a name. Her name is Scholar. Her parents are not very creative when they named her. It's a good thing she ended up being a scholar, or that'd be trouble. But no, King Fury obviously really weakened. He's vulnerable. We can now purge the evil spirit, because apparently Sujiwara was possessed by something that has been causing him to be evil. I guess he's not a bad guy after all. Just mistreated in life, and that sort of mistreatment allowed him to get possessed. I think that's the interpretation you're supposed to take from here. But we literally power slash the evil out of his body, and King Fury is no more. All that's left is Sujiwara, the Moon Tribe descendant. He has been purified. He is now back in the realm of good again. And we actually get to see him. You do look kind of like an old Kurow for some reason. Not that that's supposed to have any relation. They were just both Moon Tribe people. That's why they look so similar. And of course, as usual, we get to send him off in style. And what's more stylish than drawing a freaking circle around him? Because we need to use Bloom. So, Bloom, it makes trees grow, and it sends spirits to the afterlife. Okay. We're just gonna go with that. Anyways, so yeah, Sujiwara is now can now finally move on to his resting place. He's been freed. He is no longer evil and bent on taking over the world. And as a nice little symbol here, I do like this moment. Kurow shows his little emblem, proving that he is indeed one of the Moon Tribe as well. So basically, you know, yeah, it's fitting. You know, the one who rescues this fallen Moon Tribe member is someone else from his clan. And, you know, before this guy gets to move on to his resting place, he gets to see one of his own before he leaves. Very touching moment. I feel like, yeah, they make King Fury out to be Kagura's main bad guy, but in the end, I do think Kurow makes a better protagonist against King Fury than Kagura would, because they are both Moon Tribe. There is a lot of significance there with this whole moment where, you know, it's almost sort of like passing the torch on from the old to the young. One of the very big themes of this game, I guess, you know, adults passing it on to their kids. We had the whole, you know, Kagura and her family. There's kind of something of Nanami, but that's not going to be coming up till later. Well, not really as much. And then, of course, there's obviously Kuni and Susanoo, the whole passing the torch on there. So, you know, this whole adults to kids theme is definitely like the big thing of this. So, you know, passing on the Moon Tribe responsibilities to Kurow, and also there's this whole thing about, you know, there's also this whole thing of Kurow, like I mentioned before, about his whole friends, and before Sujiwara goes, he's like, you know, you're gonna make friends someday, you're not gonna be alone, and that's part of Kurow's major quest here. He has a quest to find who he is, to not be alone anymore, and that's gonna be a major theme for later. But of course, for defeating this guy, we get a nice chunk of praise, and that's going to be a level up for us, so we are up to 9 solar units. So actually, we're getting pretty darn close to max levels. Like I said, 10 and 10 is the max. So, yeah, Kurow, gets he's doing a little bit of speculation here now about how this I mean, it would make sense, wouldn't it, that his mystery mission would be, you know, to take down this fallen Moot Train person. It would make sense that would be his mission, but is that actually the case? That's the question. There's still some unanswered questions about all the stuff we found in the underground ruins, and about this doll thing that they mentioned. Was that Daidarabotchi, or was it something else? That's the big question. There's more to Kuro's story than may meet the eye at the moment. Kagura's awake, though. So, Kagura, we've saved you. You're perfectly okay. Man, everything's like a happy ending. Everything has turned out just fine. And, well, wait, Kuro, what's wrong? He seems a little upset. And, well, I mean, it makes sense, because, you know, at the same time, you know, there was obviously a lot of pain in Sujiwara. He obviously was very much mistreated in life. I guess he was, you know, sort of ostracized for being different, and hated for being different. As you saw, a lot of the people in Sand City seemed to have some prejudice against him, if you talk, especially the aristocrats, if you talk to them. So as sort of like a tribute to Sujiwara, and sort of to help, I guess, ease the guilt of the people, Kurow and the scholar are going to go fix his grave, which means, I guess we get back. We get to go play Kagura again, because really there's no one else to ride our backs anymore. So before she returns from Amigo training, we actually get to go tie up some loose ends with her, like I mentioned before. What we're going to be doing in the next episode is a lot of our Yakushi Village side quest stuff. Most of the remaining side quests for Yakushi Village and most of the remaining side quests in the game are now available. Also, we're going to go talk to Dr. Bluebeard and get those herbs, and wrap up one of the major loose ends that I think some of you have really been waiting for, because we have to get some medicine, and stuff's gonna happen. This is LuckySevenDX signing out. See you next time.